morning, everybody. I am Russ. This is Steph. That is Chris. What you're hearing is Sonny Blaq. Now listen just for a few seconds.
Your heartbeat with mine. Softly you whisper your soul.
All right. That's Derek. Our friend Derek is the producer for Sonny Blaq. That was his version of Open Arms.
Oh, I love that song.
And you're going to hear it at the end of the show.
You just heard it.
Yeah.
Why didn't you sing along?
Exactly.
Well,
You're going to hear the full version at the end of the show, and we're going to shoot the video this summer. And
There's some controversy.
controversy over the video that I want to shoot. Chris disagrees with the ending. Derek
It's on my side.
is on your side, but can be swayed.
And Sonny Black's on your side.
And Sonny's on my side. Now, when you listen to the song at the end, well, let's just get into it. When you hear the song at the end, quick synopsis. He's a military guy. He's over in fighting for his country. He gets shot. He comes back to her, open arms, but he comes back to her dead as a military hero. I choose that he comes back. They bring him back in the casket. You prefer he comes back as a military hero and hugs her.
he was presumed dead, but then not actually.
So, give them your reasoning why.
Because we are so close to one of the biggest military structures in the world. It is the biggest in the world. And as far as the government, they hate that they're losing people over there, but they don't really have a choice. And I just the controversy that goes along with it, I think it's a great story. Coming back alive just doesn't seem like anything worse than, I don't know.
Wait.
I hate anybody who loses somebody over there.
Totally agree.
That if they watched it, it hurt them.
Well,
So let me ask this.
ask this question.
Okay, so if he's coming back from the dead, is he a ghost?
We don't know. That part we don't. He just wouldn't. You would just assume he died. He didn't get. He got shot, but he didn't die.
Oh, okay.
My deal is he gets shot, he dies, and you see But my deal is I'm going from the artist perspective, and not that perspective. Which I understand that, but it's a song that will not be on the album. It will not be on the album, but we want to push it through YouTube for people to see how talented this guy is to get his album when it's released. So I'm going, and listen, you guys can chime in because I really would like to hear what's going on. We'll make it's not really our decision. I mean, we can just yes or no, but it's going to be the record producer's decision, and we will probably shoot it both ways.
If we weren't at war, I wouldn't have a problem with it. I think it's great. If we weren't at war, I wouldn't have a problem with it.
I'll go with that. And I'm going to go with just for the fact that it's getting to see those guys who don't make it back, because every video has them returning home and hugging, and it's all happy. And it's not always real happy, even though I do agree with Chris the way he just put it, that somebody might watch it and it might touch them a different way as far as they did lose someone. So, that was a tough call, but
I don't think that if somebody watched it and it touches them in a different way, I don't think it would be negative though.
Well, if you lost somebody in the war, I wouldn't come up and go, here's a war picture. And that's kind of what I would feel this would be. It would be instant flashback.
Well, I have to disagree with you.
You know what?
I don't know.
We
can't. We'll be doing this all day.
21-year-old was engaged to be married.
Correct.
And lost her fiance.
Correct.
When he ran back in a building to save some people. So, maybe after the show she'll give her 2 cents.
Right, yeah.
Because I know her whole place is still, has his Purple Heart. I mean, not his Purple Heart, but another medal. His family has that, but, stuff on the wall.
So are you saying that even, and I'm not going back to the 21-year-old.
And he was a hero.
Yeah, I'm not going to the 21-year-old. I'm going with people that have lost. You know, on our military shows, you know, your Green Zone or your Hurt Locker, where you see that death, what's the difference? Do they just go, well, heck, man, we can't show them dying because we got a war going on, so we need to stay away from that? What's the difference? What's the difference in that video and the movie?
They're assholes and we're not.
Well, you're.
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
I really think it's inappropriate that they make those movies. It's not. They're just selling movies.
Right.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I think it's very inappropriate that at our time right now that they throw that stuff at people.
Well,
Something to ponder.
Something to ponder. We will. You can agree to disagree on
Now,
that.
Sonny Blaq is going to be huge. You just heard him.
Yeah, talent.
But will he be quite this huge?
Well, with the producer he's got behind him, there's a possibility.
I totally agree with that.
But with that being said, you know, Jay-Z had the biggest. It was
At
150 million. And I read this, and tell them what it is, Stephanie.
So Michael Jackson's estate has just signed the biggest recording deal in history. Right now, it's negotiated at $200 million, but with the possibility, if all commitments and everything that they want is in the contract, it could be a possibly $250 million contract with Sony Music Entertainment for 10 projects over the next 7 years.
I'll buy that for $1.
Now, you know,
Wow.
they said he had, I don't know how many songs recorded when they said it's a buttload. It's enough to make. You know, Elvis is still making money.
They don't even have to have. Tupac just had stuff wrote down. And they keep making his music.
Yeah.
He had stuff recorded here.
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
That's kind of a, you know, people gonna buy it.
So even in they were saying even in death, he still is like one of the hugest money makers. Hugest.
Well, I'll tell you, the king is and has been for 30 years.
Well, I tell you what, way back, years ago, I heard that every record he sold after his death, if they bought him for 1 penny, he'd still be a millionaire.
The king?
The king.
Oh, there.
Oh my gosh.
A penny a record.
Wow.
He would be a millionaire. That's lots of records.
That's a lot of records. Oh my gosh, I've never heard that.
That's, well, yeah.
That's pretty amazing.
I mean, you know how much money he made? It was like 76. I mean, he died 76, I think.
Yeah, I think you're right.
But do you know, he was a millionaire back then. That's a little different.
He was
than
a
nowadays.
multi.
Oh, that's what I'm saying.
Anybody, he walked in and bought 22 Cadillacs or something and just
Yeah.
gave them out to people, you know, friends and family. I mean, he's making.
Oh my
Who?
goodness.
He's the Jay-Z and the
that
P.
time.
Diddy's
Oh,
of that
yeah.
time.
Oh yeah.
And just think if he would have ran his own company like they do, how they negotiate sales and in stores and, you know, radio play. Oh, that's.
But as far as record sales, he's probably still.
He's up there. He's got to be in the top 10.
Oh yeah, he's.
If he's not number one, you know,
Got to
he's
be
in
in
the
the top 10.
Yeah.
Because more records and stuff sold back then than are being sold now.
Yeah, because you can download.
You know,
yeah,
you got
have
downloads
the internet.
and-
Yeah.
LimeWire, where you don't have to download them. I don't know who
Yeah.
does stuff like that.
No, I don't.
I don't either. Because that's a fine. Speaking of fines, $250,000. Would you turn that down?
It depends on who I was.
You are New England Patriots. Ty Warner. You are a either nose
Warren.
guard, Warren, or defensive end. One of those, because I know that.
Defensive lineman, yeah.
There you go. And you're going back to Texas A&M to finish getting your degree.
Good for you.
How many years have I played before now?
What? Oh my gosh, Ty Warner. You've been in the league 8-9 years,
Then turning down $250,000 isn't a big deal.
but you're getting your degree from Texas A&M.
Well, I was gonna hit that joke at some point. It just hadn't come out yet.
That's funny.
But think about it.